Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. It is Fun Friday. My name is Joe. The drink of the day is a Thatcher's Juicy Apple Cider. And today I've been playing some Oden for Fun Friday. So Oden has gained access to the new Slash package in OP12. You can use the Perona. And you do have Cavendish at home, Mr. Denjiro here. So Denjiro is actually pretty good. The problem is obviously on play it doesn't do anything. So into removal decks, this is big poo. But removal is sort of at an all-time low at the minute, especially black removal. And into other forms of removal, you do have the Shigi for getting out of that. And you do, of course, have Koshiro as well, which is another new card from OP12 that can protect your Denjiro. Denjiro being a 7k makes him incredibly tanky into Green Zoro especially, but any deck that wants to remove you by battle is going to have a tougher time dealing with Denjiro than they would with Cavendish, which is sort of the only real upside of this card in this deck. So in order to try and get this guy out as quickly as possible, we're playing the Hiyori engine. Hiyori mostly just summons this, but you can summon the vanilla Yamasan, and you can also summon the new Kawamatsu 2k. Both of these cards are not great to summon, but they do just sort of increase your consistency of the Hiyori combo going off. And I've gone with max consistency in the searches, 4 Momo, 4 Otama, 4 Perona. I really want to see Hiyori and Denjiro ideally on 4 every single game. So I've just gone for the max counts of the searches. This is based on a list that won a couple of flagships out in Japan, and they were not playing 12 searches. They were playing 10. They dropped the Perona to 2. And they were playing a couple of blocker laws. They also had some different counts on like 2Ks and a couple other things that I've changed. But I think this deck, if you get this Denjiro on 4, this is actually not a bad deck. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's a great deck, but it's not a bad deck. It's preferably a rogue option. The leader effect, really quite underrated. I mean, you drop hody for 7, you restand 2. It's like you got to play hody for 5, right? If you got 1 Denjiro on the board, it's like you got to play hody for 3, which when you're going for lethal, every single don counts. And getting to play hody for quite so cheap is really powerful. We've also got the Samurai, of course, to help us draw extra cards. We're playing 1 Gorillion Searchers, so you usually have targets for this. And Waterfall, searchable for everything. Perona, Otama, and Momo can all grab Waterfall, which is great. Means that your mihawks are even tankier. And there's quite a few games that you'll see, and you play the mihawk, and it's literally free. Even better than RG Smoker. You got like 2 of these on the board. You restand 4 of the mihawk, restand 2 of the Denjiro, restand 2 of the Denjiro, and yeah, the mihawk costed 0. What a time to be alive. Either way, I do really like this deck. It's not going to be breaking the meta, but it's a little bit better than you might think. Got a game to Zoro, I'm going to take second. We've got the Hiyori, we don't have anything else. No searches as well. I think we're mulliganing. Got the Hiyori, if this Perona can get us a Denjiro, we're in the money. We are in the money. Denjiro. Oh, the dream. We got the combo, let's go. Let's go, let's go. It's a 2-card combo, but man, it's been harder to put together than I thought it would. It's only 2 cards. I've got 12 searches, but yeah. So I'm gonna counter this one because we can. The most he can do into the Denjiro next turn is 8 with Shigi, and if we can stay healthy against Zoro, that's generally pretty good. Although going down to 3 over the first 2 turns isn't that bad because we're gonna keep our Denjiro and we're gonna be applying good pressure too. Might take. What does this do? KO a rested 4. No thanks. Definitely not. We're at 5 here. If we had a Samurai, I'd probably untap to rest the 2 and draw 2 cards. We don't have a Samurai, so it doesn't really matter. But if we did, that is something to note. You can do. You can play Hiyori, use leader effect, crashing like Kawamatsu. Rosy blockers, interesting. Not usually on that, but good to know. Let's play this. Cycle it out into the Denjiro. Toshigi off the top, another 2k. Maybe slightly too many 2ks, but you know, there's worse problems to have. There are worse problems to have. Hopefully we can draw another good character next turn. Another Denjiro would be perfect. Even some searchers would be pretty good. That's questionable. That is questionable. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, at least our Denjiro lives, right? No Toshigi from him. Oh, there's another Denjiro. My beloved. So we can play that. Stand 2. We can play out Koshiro, and we don't quite get to hold 1 for waterfall. We still get the Koshiro, and we get to play on the Denjiro. Let's take out the Karina to start. Never defend this. No way in hell. Well, we're still going to take out the Karina because you have to take out the Karina. The Karina she's too good. She's too good. You got to get her out. And honestly, playing this kind of is poo. Because if he Tashigi's, he just Tashigi's rest to this anyway. Because this exists. Waterfall might honestly be better. Yeah, it's just pass with 2 up, honestly. I think that's fine. Yeah, like I say, if he Hiyori's into either Karina or Tashigi, which are his 2 best plays this turn, this doesn't do anything. Cavendish is probably the next best play. If he doesn't find the Tashigi. Good start for us, though. We are getting a little low on life. That is something to be afraid of. But not a bad start at all. Not bad. Next turn, we're going to be on our Mihawk turn, so we can Mihawk and Koshiro, and developing double blockers. Suddenly the Koshiro is more relevant, right? Koshiro is more relevant. We're going to get to restand a ton of Don. Like, on board, that Mihawk is free. On board, it's literally a free card, which is crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. These Hioris are quite annoying, though. All these characters that tap themselves, it's like, go away. We'll give one of these Kamatsus here. I think we're good to take this. Because we have such ridiculous defense next turn. Samurai's not great. We don't have any searchers. We do have a Perona there. We'll see. Let's just start with this. You got to get rid of... Can't give Zoro value. Right. Can't give Zoro value. So let's go with the Mihawk. Restand 4. Go 8 lead. Restand 2. So ridiculous, right? It's like Cavendish, except he's a 7k swinger. What a goat. It's much worse than Cavendish, don't get me wrong. But it is quite nice that the stat line, especially into Zoro, is 7k. It's very easy to defend. So we're going to want 2 for Koshiro, but we're going to get those back anyway. If this draws exactly Momo, we can play Momo and then Samurai, which is kind of funny. I also don't mind just playing this on the side. We play the Momo for 1, Samurai for 1, restand 2 more. We can still Koshiro and hold 1 more Don for Paradise Waterfall. And we get draw 2. I think this is worth. Maybe I'm just looking for too much value. We get another one. So if these survive, we'll then win the money. Yeah, put 1 Don here. Yeah, I guess we just don't play the Koshiro again, right? We just hold 2 for waterfalls, right? We got this 1 blocker. We can just keep restanding him. Seems reasonable enough. Koshiro will be good, though. Koshiro over Prone is probably worth. Yeah. Yeah, we'll forget about the Samurai. We'll use it for a leader effect play on a future turn. Because he's not going to DMG this turn, or hody. He's not going to hody or DMG this turn. Hody's too costly because they only have 2 Don, so we can't restand leader. And DMG, I think, is just, again, too costly. He'll only have 5 Don, and he's not developing anything on the board. He's probably going to start with the Hiyori, just to see what he can get. Mihawk is obviously a card he can play, very good card he can play. But the fact that these do just swing for 8 is actually quite nice. They naturally just swing at a number where Mihawk is effective, but not insane. No free blocks. Okay, my boy is cooking. My boy is absolutely cooking. We definitely have 7 rested cards. Only 9, actually, but still, that's interesting. I don't think it's good, but it's interesting. It's certainly interesting. Nah. Have a 2k, sir. Have a 2k. We'll take the free block there. And then this is 9-9. Or 8-8. Or 1 for an event. Or 1 for Hiyori. Hiyori, if she's not tapping, should at least be taking out Momo. Can't let us draw cards. It's too good. Koshiro, okay. 7 here. Much block. Much block. I don't really want to give 2-2Ks here. I guess we can waterfall 2K and stand up the Momo so we get a guaranteed search with it. It's kind of funky. It's kind of funky. Although this can block the Hiyori for free, actually. Hmm. Yeah, I'm going to 2K here. Keep these waterfalls for next turn, so we can get some crazy value with the mihawk, potentially. And this actually can't swing 0 on 0, because we have a 1K blocker, which is quite amusing. That's actually very funny. I wonder if he'll realise that. I wonder if he'll realise that. Looks like he does realise that. I'll use this because it's like basically free. Just gonna Momo, sure. Second mihawk seems good. I don't think we're going for game here. And obviously we're gonna get all these dons back anyway, so it's like whatever. Let's play it over the Momo. We'll just go 8. It's going to take. Okay, how many do I want to leave up? Probably 4. In case of... I mean, we've got such a ridiculous amount of stuff, right? But I think if we leave 4 up, there's just no risk. No risk at all. So we can trash the samurai, but it only resounds 1 anyway. That's crazy, man. Free mihawk. What a treat. Let's just go 8. 8 leads, whatever. It gets the most value. It gets the most counter. Because if we go into Nekomamushi, he can 2k, 1k wall block. We go here, he's got a 2k, 2k wall block. And we should have lethal next turn. Yeah, it goes to 0, cool. So he's got to go for it this turn. He's got 1, 2 swings. If he has an event, he can do 4 swings. We've got 2 life and 3 blockers. So, like... you know, this card's not very good. But even if this was like a Tashigi, it wouldn't have really helped him much because we had all those blockers. We'd have been in a totally different position from what he was. But yeah, okay, there's hody. Rests on mihawks, that's fine. But now doesn't have enough dom to do any restand shenaniganry. 7. This can never block this because it's a waste of time. So we'll just block this. That's a funny one. Do you like that one, sir? No? I'm going 5-5 over 8, I guess. But it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, sir. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Yeah, because he can swing with the hody, we just block, restand block, the leader swing, and that's it. Even if this is obviously Liffy's the man, yeah, we just go. We actually took 0 damage there. That's very funny. Yeah, nice win. This Nekomamushi seems really poo. He's got some interesting cards in there. Got a lot of blockers. He's trying to cook. I respect it. I respect the cook. Let's see a mihawks. Bro got the Noah's Ark in there. Okay, he's kind of cooking. But I think you can see how, if you get these Denjiros out early, no matter what his plays were, this Denjiro is just kind of insane. And if we'd had hody earlier, we'd have been able to go for lethal super easy. We just didn't see the hody, which was sort of the one thing that we didn't see in this game. But either way, well played to your opponent. Let's move on. Going into Shanks. Double hodies, it's good. Hiyori is nice. No searches though. I think we're going to mulligan. And we've got the Momo. It's something. We can start with him. See if our opponent gets any ooters. Hopefully not. Does not get any ooters. Love to see it. Let's go with this. Nothing great to take here, just another Momo. The nice thing, though, is one of these Momos will actually live, so we can get extra value, which is kind of cool. Again, nothing great. Wow. Okay. Well, next turn we're probably just dumping Denjiro. Unless we can get Hiyori. We can dig a few cards deeper next turn. Could just grab the 2... This is a 2k or a waterfall, right? What do we want? Waterfall seems useful. Yeah. Seems we've been spotted. Lucky Roo. Very nice. Very nice. Let's do the dig, see what we get. Hiyori's nice. Hiyori is nice. We can't quite samurai. I'll take that. I do want to get to swing, but we also would lose the Momo if we swing. It forces him to attack. I guess if we remove the Roo, that's kind of fine. Am I okay with ditching a samurai for that? Probably. Probably. Cycle her out into this. Yeah. Yeah, I'll ditch the samurai. We stand 2. And then we'll get a swing of 7 in. If he wants to block and pop the Momo, it's fine. But he might also just take. Yeah, it does just take. Cool. 6 Don, they don't have anything great to do. You can play the new law. The new law is pretty cool. Gets rid of Momo, that's fine. And the thing with the Lucky Roo now is we're not going to play any units that have 6,000 power or less. We're just not going to do it. So the Roo's not really going to do anything going forwards, which is nice. Second Lucky Roo. Okay. We've got a lot of hodies. Guess we'll just rest the Roos. Hiyori there. Hiyori there's nice. We can ditch that into the waterfall. We've got 8 lead restand 2. We're getting quite a lot of pressure here, which is nice. Honestly, I'm happy just doing all 8s. Because 8 is really annoying for him. Can use his DDs, sure. But at least we're getting rid of those. Okay, 2k, 1k. Now that he's used the leader effect, we can afford to just do 7. Pass it over. And because we've got, like, this ridiculous amount of hodies, we're actually kind of in a fine position, you know? 8 Don, again, they don't have a lot. Like, Beckman, just a 6. Don't have a 2k. Do we want a waterfall to get out of this so then we can just hody next turn and not feel bad about it? What else could this be for 7? Like, Newgate? Ryan Departure, pop hody, maybe? I'll just waterfall. We'll restand the Denjiro. It's fine. Law, okay, he's playing. He's on the law. 2k off the top there is nice. That is nice. We can go with the... We can just go hody again. It's kind of silly. It is kind of silly. We can go hody, hody, hody. Does that surely that just wins? It's kind of obnoxious as well, right? Pretty obnoxious. We can also just defense up for 1 turn. Although this law is kind of annoying. We'll see, fuck it. Hody Jones! My beloved. Just keep going 8. 8's an annoying number for him to deal with. What a card. Perfectly fine and balanced, if you ask me. Did use the leader effect and the DD there. That's pretty good. We don't have any more Dons. I don't mind ditching this Denjiro to play a Koshiro, though. Just to have a blocker. So let's go 7. Because then we're threatening 8, 9 at the very least. So he does counter out of the 7. Let's go 8. And we'll go 8. Just draw one Gorillion Hodies, I guess. What a silly card, right? What a silly card. These roos have just been... They've just been getting tired. I find it funny anyway. We've got 3k counters. We've also got a blocker. We're not in that bad a spot. 7 to 5. This can easily be 10 for... What's his face? In fact, this is now at 5. I think means whilst I'll obviously like to keep it. If we let it go and this is Pop Shanks, I think we just win because we've got Hody. We can't block this because he can swing leader and these... Probably doesn't swing the roos though, does he? If it was Rush Shanks, he'd have played it first. But he can just remove this with anything. We let it go. We let it go. I think Hody on his own, honestly, probably just wins the game. And it's not even like we're close to death, right? You know? This can just be Pop Shanks, I guess. Okay, it's not Pop Shanks. Yeah, sure. Ah, blockers! Holy blockers, Batman. Okay. Well, that's a lot of blockers. Okay, let's go 8 to 5. Just start with 8 to 5 because it's an annoying number, right? It's an annoying number. He can Shanks effect plus a 2k. That's fine. We do have the third Hody. He's going to blow up our Kosho. That's okay. I don't think we don't need to go for it here. We can go Mihawk and Koshiro here. If we Hody, we have 5 more Don. We can do 8, 10. It's 2k plus this. And 2k, 2k, 2k. It's fairly likely that we get there, actually. It is fairly likely that we get there. Are we in a worse spot if I play the Mihawk and the Koshiro? No. Not really. It's not like he can kill us next turn. No, we just need 2 for Koshiro, so we can go 9 here as well, which is quite nice. Force maybe another blocker for a bunch of cards. Then just go 2 for Koshiro. We've got double blockers. He doesn't get to play Hody. His deck's not allowed to play this card. Our deck's the silly deck that gets to play Hody Jones. I mean, he's already used the leader effect as well, right? I think. Just going to sack off the Roo. Sure. And then we'll go Koshiro, pass. We've got 2 blockers. We've got 6k in hand, which is good counter. He's only got 3 swings, so he obviously can't go for lethal. 10 Shanks would be pretty good. 10 Shanks would be pretty good, but we can defend our board from that pretty reasonably, which is nice. 7 to 5. Hongos. He can't kill us. He can never kill us. So I'll just take. Because we're just going for game next turn with Hody. Just going for game. If he drops 9 Shanks, that'll be pretty annoying. But if he drops 9 Shanks, he's only got 1 blocker, so we might not need the Hody. You know? Yeah, there's the 9 Shanks. Okay. And an Uta. Does he have a third Uta? Sorry, a second Uta. No. Okay. We can actually just block 2k this. Keep the Kosho around just in case we need him. Ditch Kawamatsu. But I think this is guaranteed game here. Put this. Rest this. Rest this. Trash. Otama. Restand 2. Then we go 8. Too many 2Ks he's got left in his hand. He's given us a few so far, I think. Yeah, she uses that now. Okay, so maybe no 2Ks. We've got... realistically, I just want to split between these two. We'll go 8. We can go 10, 11 with these. Does use the leader effect, so no 2Ks. You love to see it. 10 should be lethal now. Very nice. Well played to our opponent. The triple hody. What a stupid card. What an absolutely stupid card. GG's to our Shanks opponent, and thanks for watching the videos. And my apologies for the triple hody. We're going to Kuzan. He's taken second. We've got our combo. Unfortunately, we can't drop it on turn 4 because he's taken second from us. This could be worse. This could be worse, but like... let's keep. Nothing on 1. Yeah, a little unfortunate. Hopefully we'll draw a searcher off the top. That'd be nice. Just getting the odds curve is so much worse. Okay, there's no Tama. We'll play her out because we can maybe look to Samurai next turn if we do find one. No Samurai. Can't take Otama. We can take Momo and force him to attack the Momo. I don't hate it. Take the Samurai. That's really nice for next turn. Push some of these to the top. And then we'll just go 5 at lead. And he'll probably just take. Kuzan loves taking the first couple. And I don't think he'd Raging Tiger trigger this Momo if he gets it. I think the card's too important to use. I'll be... If he... That was definitely like a... I mean, it could have been a Pheasant Peck trigger. But I get the feeling that was like a Raging Tiger or a Red Rock trigger. Which I'm very happy for... I've been very happy if he used it. Because then we're not dealing with it later, right? The blue removal events are just difficult for us to get around. Fordon here. Gion. Okay, nothing too crazy there. Now, let's go with the Hiyori. Then we'll go with Samurai. Rest the 2. Draw a couple cards. Cycle this out into Denjiro. And then we'll go for 5. And he might counter this one. He could counter this one. Because we've got our Denjiro on the board now. He's pretty nice. Although he's probably going to get stun locked by Kuzan. So it is what it is. It truly it is. Is he going to attack the Otama? I wonder. Yeah, we'll take one. There is a real chance. Yeah, he doesn't know. We'll give one of the Momos. I don't think we need double Momos. Keeping this on the board is actually quite nice for if we draw subsequent Samurais. You know? Yeah, and he's going to stun our Denjiro with the Jozu. Sure. I mean, I wish we had Dashiki, right? Because we are setting ourselves up to be annihilated by Raging Tiger. I believe is the technical term. Let's see what we can get. Honestly, I'm actually pretty stoked with the Samurai. Let's rest these, draw some cards. There's the Tashigi. Okay, I think I do want to play that. Another Hiyori would have been good because we could go Tashigi, leader effect, Hiyori into Yamasan. But we don't have that. We could play out another Momo as well as Tashigi. I think I'll just attack this Gion for 5. I don't mind playing out the Momo because like as long as Aramaki aside, because obviously Aramaki can clear our guys for free. It forces an attack into the Momo that just buys us out of a swing, right? Which is quite cool. But yeah, we have to develop this. And I think we want to develop this. Is there actually nothing that we can take there? Wow, that's a whiff. Feels bad. Okay. We'll pass it up. Next time we've got Hody Jones, and we're very healthy, so we can realistically play Hody Jones, which is quite nice. Yep. You'll get that one. Yep. He is starting to take out our weenies. I respect it. Yep. He's taking a turn to get rid of the weenies. Not another Kuzan. Please, sir. Please can I attack with my Denjiro? Please can I attack with my Denjiro? Ditches the red rock. Sakazuki. Okay, I can attack with my Denjiro. What a treat. Yeah, draws a couple cards with Saka. Very nice. So actually you can get quite a lot of aggression here. We'll see if we top that, because Mihawk will be very strong. Obviously. There he is, I guess. Yeah, it's got to be the move, right? We can actually Mihawk, resand some Dons, maybe even play out Yamasan, which is quite cool. Yeah, let's go with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite like to leave one up for Paradise Waterfall as well. So if we go Just 8. So probably just swinging 5, 8. Let's see if we can't clear a little bit of board. See if we can't clear a little bit of board. And then we'll just play out the Yamasan. 1 don up for waterfall. Very nice. And we've still got our hody. We've still got our Toshigi, which is very nice for protecting our goons. He's got a 1-cost Toshigi. So yeah, despite having, again, the worst curve, definitely. This is going all right. This is going all right. I'm digging it. He's got a lot of 8Ks on the board, though. How much counters has he given us? 2 2Ks, 3 1Ks. Guess it's Kouzuki. That's a pretty good one. There is going to come a point where we have to just ignore this, because this is getting out of control, this board. I think we'll just do this. Keep it simple. Get that out of the way. I'll happily take 1, so we don't really want to take 2, but we might have to. Yeah, we're not going to counter that one. Second Toshigi's okay, so it's a 2K at least. This is looking like 8 for Garp or 7 for Saki. You can also use this, which is quite good. Thinkable block, and I might play Koshiro next turn. I might be playing Hody, though. I'll give Toshigi. And give Toshigi. Yeah, we've got a decent board too, right? We've got 3 big, decently sized guys. Which is quite reasonable. See what he's doing with the rest of his Don. Sakazuki effect, sure. So it gets the cycle. Might as well. Before we commit to anything, getting the cycle is always sensible. Another Garp, very good. Garp Saka again. Bit scary. Yeah, Garp Saka again. That's not great. That's a lot of guys. I think we'll counter this one because it's relatively easy to do so. Now we can second Mihawk. I think we have to ignore board at this point. It's just too much. There's too much here. Let's go 7 with the pig. It's going to take that. Let's go 9 with Denjiro. Okay, he's taking that as well. Red Rocks Toshigi. I don't love that one. He can now Raging Tiger. Let's go 10. Does use the pheasant peck to get out of it. At least burning something, right? At least burning something. But yeah, he had the better start. He had the even curve, and he's drawn good cards. Let's see if we can get there. We got 2 blockers. We got a waterfall. I wonder if I should have gone like 8 there, but I don't think so. I think that is the best path. Because if we can protect our guys, we can win next turn with Hody. It is possible. It's just like his board is just ridiculous. It's 5 AKs. Kuzan into Garp with both of them being Sakas is nuts. Really, really powerful. Really powerful stuff. We have managed to keep relatively healthy though at 3. I think we'll just do that now. Get out of one of them. Because he's still got a lot of options, but playing characters doesn't really do anything because he'd have to play over one of his big guys, right? So I think he's likely to... If he has Raging Tiger, I think Raging Tiger would be a very good move. He's not Raging Tiger and he's just going to do that. That's fine. We'll take the 10. So we can do another 10, and then a 7. We'll just continue to take them because I'm not countering a 10. I'm just not interested in that. Can't Raging Tiger now, so our Pig and our Denjiro are likely safe. Yeah, sure, I'll just take again. I'm not sure what's going on here. Has he got a plan? He can play a 1 cost over, like, the Garp to get an extra Don back. 5, absolutely not. No, he only has 1 more swing, right? So we can always just block this. Because we only ever need max 1 blocker if he does go, like, 12. Or 13. 11. Yeah, we can just block. 2k. 2k. Do we win this? Wow, I didn't expect to win this. I thought his board was too crazy, but I guess the Mihawk and the Paralyzed Waterfall was all pretty good, right? We'll go with the hody. Rest this. Choose nothing else. Use this. Trash the Denjiro. Restand some more Dons. Then we'll go 9 with Denjiro. Restand 2. Look, the amount that hody costs 3, by the way. That hody costs 3. That's low-key pretty good. So we've got 9, 9, 9, 9. So we're just swinging 5 with lead. And then 4 9s. That should be enough to get us there. Given that we know he has a Pheasant Peck in hand, right? We know that. Should have swung with Yamasan first, though. This is a mistake. I should have swung with Yamasan first. Because he can Raging Tiger trigger this. I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't punish me for my mistake, and he doesn't. We'll go 9 with Yamasan. 3 cards. 3 cards from Mihawk, and then that's guaranteed lethal. Close game. I wonder if he could have done better math at the end there. Those 10s didn't seem ideal. But I guess he was afraid of us just getting really good value with the Mihawk, which is fair. And we did still have 3 life, 2 blockers. I was expecting Raging Tiger. However, he simply didn't have it. Interesting game there. I'm glad to get a win against the Kuzan. That looked like we were going to lose. I mean, his board was crazy. But, hey, getting to play Hody Jones for 3 Don. Pretty good. Gonna go into Buggy. He's chosen first. What a surprise. We don't have any parts of our combo, so I'm going to mulligan that one. We have the Denjiro. We don't have any way to find the Hiyori on 4, which is a real shame. I'll probably just play this and pass it over. We can Samurai next turn if we draw a Searcher. Not sure I want to rest my Koshiro, but... we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. No blocker, resolve. A second Koshiro is not really helpful. I can't lie. Okay, this hand is absolute ass. What are we doing here? Think we're just losing? This is terrible. This is very bad. 10 searches, none in hand. That's not ideal, is it? Ah, well. We'll see what we can do here. He just the Mihawk, goes with the foot buggy into the Mihawk. Okie dokie. We're going to need to take again here, I think. Don't really have any 1Ks. I mean, I can give up the Koshiro, but... I guess we can give up the Koshiro. Hiyori off the top would be cool, but, you know. It's unlikely. We'll go with the Denjiro here. Do we want to ditch the Samurai to get to attack for 8? Probably not. Probably not. We'll just do that. That's fine. I don't really want a Samurai either, because I don't want to rest my blocker. Moves to 3. Crocodile and Mihawk. But yeah, not seeing any searches and not seeing our combo on 4, I think just makes this matchup bad. Because we don't even have the Chigi, the 3-cost Chigi, and he can just remove our stuff next turn. So I think it's over. I think the game's over, but we'll see what we can do. He's going to go 6. I'll go no blocker resolve. There's the Hiyori. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. He's going to attack with this as well. I think we'll just block. Okay. Okay. Let's go with hody. Press down these. Don here. Attack 8 into Alvida. Restand 2. Okay. 5 lead. Okay, gets a cross-guild event trigger. Not bad, not bad. I think we're going to leave 1 Don for Paradise Waterfall at least. We're very low on 2Ks as well. Get some Mr. 3 Galdino. I think we're setting up to win in 2 turns here. I'm hoping he doesn't get the 10 cost Buggy this turn. He'd need a 4 cost into the 10 cost, which is something at least. He also have Kabaji. Okay, he's going to have it, isn't he? Of course. Can we win from here? Maybe. Let's give this. Does this swing? This probably can swing. This probably can swing, yeah. I think we have to counter both of those, unfortunately. Another waterfall is interesting. If he doesn't have another 10 buggy, we're not in that bad a spot, honestly. Because we've got this. The lack of counter is depressing. If we go with Hody Jones, we can rest these. We'll have 3 swings. If we still had the Denjiro, I actually think we've got a decent shot at lethal here. But we don't have the Denjiro. We can ditch the Samurai to get 2 Don back. So we have 8, 8, 10. 8, 9, 9. Let's just go 8, see what he does with that. I'm just going to block. Yeah, he is allowed to do that. I think we trash the Samurai now. And then just go 11 lead and push for lethal next turn. Yeah, I think this is the only path. I don't think it's likely that we win here. But he is going with that. Grabs a cross-guild event. He's burning a bunch of Dons, which I'm happy with. I'm sure he's looking for more buggies. Gets another cross-guild event. Yeah, he's just got to be looking for Buggy to get rid of mihawk, right? Yeah, he does find it. Okay. Now we're in trouble. Now we are in trouble. Now we're in trouble. Yeah, here it comes. Get rid of mihawk. Then like 12 into hody, probably. Probably 12 into hody. We don't have the counter to save it, sadly. We're near 4k. Oh, okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3 swings after this. It's 7, 7, 12. I mean, we can still die here very reasonably. Is the scary thing. Yeah, I think, in fact, I think we still do die here, actually, if he swings with a mihawk. He might not have the balls, though. He might not have the balls to swing with the mihawk. If he goes for it, we're cooked. No, I don't think he goes for it now. Yeah, he doesn't go for it. So we've actually got a decent shot of winning here. We can deploy this, rest this, and this. Trash the Denjiro. We stand 2. And then we can do 7, 9, 10, which is not that unlikely to go through, you know? So on 7, get 2 cards out of him. Gives us emoji and a pudding. Let's see if he can counter the 9. If he can counter the 9 or the 10, we're cooked. It is what it is. Okay, he can counter that. Well played. There's nothing for us there. That was close, though, actually. Wow, that was an exact math. That was an exact math. What do you have? 2, 2, 2. Yeah, there was no path for us there. the start was terrible. Really bad start. He got the perfect curve, double buggy. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Let me know what do you think of Oden. Obviously, this is just a bit of fun. I won't be taking this to any regionals, don't get me wrong. But if you are an Oden fan, maybe you're a Wano fan, I think now is probably the best he's been, certainly the time I've been playing. You do also have the Kinemon combo that you can do. And I know there was a new Kinemon in the new set, but he's just a vanilla, and that doesn't really excite me. I feel like if I can pull off a combo to, say on 4-Don, either play out this Denjiro or play Kinemon, I'd rather just play the Denjiro. I think this card is just better. So that's why I'm not doing the Kinemon Exodia anymore. You can still do that, but I just think this Denjiro is better. And also it leaves more room for, well, more searchers, the Mihawk, the new card, Hodys, obviously, and waterfalls. So that's Oden. Hope you enjoyed the games. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.